What's up? Hello, I'm Kristen. This is my channel, and today I'm going to do a really chatty video, kind of like a life update. I haven't done one of those before, but it feels appropriate at the moment for a few reasons. First of all, the whole situation has made everything crazy in life for everybody. Second, I have made most of my videos on this channel about Minerva, about my time in Minerva, about my opinions about Minerva, about my experiences at Minerva, and also just a lot of information about Minerva because I want there to be more information out there and I want more students giving that information as opposed to the institution itself, right? That's kind of the whole purpose for this whole channel. And as it happens, I am about to graduate. So I'm about to be done at Minerva, which means there's only so much more content I can make about that. So I wanted to chat. Also, I'm about to graduate, and it just so happens that this video you're watching is the 100th video going up on this channel. Which is crazy because I started making videos about this time, mid to late April of my first year. So in the last 3 years of being at Minerva, I have made 100 videos, which is crazy. But even crazier is that there are so many more that I still want to make. So I want to chat about that. I want to chat about what I still have to say about Minerva, and then also where I think this channel is going, and kind of how it feels to be like in this moment of being almost done, not just with my like bachelor's degree, but with this crazy experience, and especially with the way that it is currently ending. So first, I'm gonna do a quick update on how things have been with how Minerva has been coping, but I'm planning to make a whole video about the situation. But basically, the biggest impact on me personally is that I'm home, and in being home, I'm still taking class. And if you know anything about Minerva, if you don't, whatever, we have online classes, so we were pretty ready to do that, except the classes are based in the time zones of the city that people in that class are supposed to be in. So this semester, sophomores were supposed to be in India, juniors were supposed to be in Argentina, seniors were supposed to be in Taiwan. So I was taking my last 2 elective courses, and because of that I actually took sophomore level courses because India is only about 2 time zones away from Taiwan, so that made those classes at a pretty decent time in Taiwan. Unfortunately, being now back in the US, those classes are not at pleasant times when people are usually going to school or work or being people. I actually have class at 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. and then following that, like 6 hours later, I have class at 4:30 a.m. until 6 a.m. And right now, I am experiencing one of the nights where I stay awake in between class because basically, if I haven't been awake long enough, I'm not tired enough, you can probably tell from how fast I'm talking. If I'm not ready to go to sleep right when class ends at 10 p.m., there's basically no point in going to sleep because, at least for me personally, I don't do well with naps. If I don't get a full like 8 hours REM cycle, it just does no more good than bad for how tired and functional I feel. For the first couple weeks, I tried to sleep in between the classes and then just go back to sleep at 6 a.m. But my sleep schedule just got to be a mess, and ultimately these last 2 weeks I've pretty much been staying awake in between the 2 classes. Basically, I just finished my second to last class, and in just 5 hours I will be in my very last class session of a normal class that I'm going to be attending at Minerva, like ever. Which takes me into the next topic, which is that Minerva does this weird thing called Manifest. I was gonna make videos about it and vlog it and talk about it, but now it's all gonna be different. So I wanted to quickly update on that. Basically, Minerva, we travel all over the world. Seniors were supposed to be in Taiwan for the last semester, but we started out spending a whole year in San Francisco. And so you're supposed to return to San Francisco for 1 month in May, which is an extra like mini semester called Manifest. And that ends with graduation, but it mainly involves finishing up our capstones, which if you want to know more about that, it's like a senior thesis project. Check out this video. But so there's basically 3 weeks of instruction during Manifest, which you get the last 4 credits you need towards your degree for doing Manifest. So it's like 3 pretty intensive weeks going to classes other people are teaching about their capstone, going to defenses of other people's capstone, doing both of those things yourselves, and then partaking in this big, like, conference to, like, share ideas and, like, have meaningful discussions with your classmates and external guests in the third week. That's the main focus. So the first 2 weeks, we're already going to be on the platform that we use to do classes online. But the third week was supposed to be fully in person in San Francisco, as was graduation. That is now all not happening. So not only have I seen my Minerva friends for the last time for the foreseeable future without realizing that's what was happening, but yeah, I'm not going to have a real graduation this year because of the circumstances. Like, I understand. I know that's not the biggest problem in the world right now, but it's very strange to have the life path that you've been envisioning be disrupted in such a way that you would have never anticipated. Like, I also currently don't have a job for after graduation, which isn't as surprising. I kind of hoped I might have an offer before graduation, but I wasn't, like, counting on it. So that's not as disruptive as the fact that Manifest isn't happening. And so that's pretty crazy. I think I'm still going to make a video about how that month goes, but it's going to be pretty unique to what my class, the class of 2020, experiences, and it's not going to be as reflective of what other classes will and have experienced. That was a weird grammatical sentence. I'm talking really, really fast because I may or may not have gotten a little bit tipsy before, during, and or after class today, which is why I have all this energy, because I want to be at the club. That's what you're supposed to do on your last day of classes, right? Instead, I'm talking to you in my brother's old bedroom, so that's nice. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of videos that I've been, like, kind of trying to work on, but also not making my main focus, because, like, finishing academics and graduating has been my main focus. And so I have a whole bunch of videos, like way more than I usually have in process, that are like slightly or completely filmed, but not edited, somewhat edited, not at all edited, almost done editing. In fact, I have not yet uploaded the 99th video on this channel, but I'm kind of hoping that that's what I'm going to do with the rest of the 5 hours before my 4 a.m. class. I've videos from when I was still in Taiwan before I came home. I have videos from traveling to Malaysia. I have videos about stuff that I've been doing since I got home, just for like funsies / not related to Minerva. I have a couple of videos about Minerva stuff to finish off series that I had already started, all at various points in the process. So basically what I'm saying is things will definitely not be strictly chronological for the next few months on this channel while I'm trying to finish all of that up. Additionally, I have a lot of footage for like vlogs that I have done from traveling this semester, the semester before that, and even a year and a half before that I never finished editing, because editing vlogs is like the thing I have the most trouble with as a YouTuber. Is when I'm traveling, I want to capture all this footage, but then I end up with like 1 or 2 hours of footage and I don't know how to condense it because I care about all of it. And I don't know what to do with it, which is something I'm working on. So I have a lot of old vlog footage that I want to eventually be able to post on this channel, because it's part of my Minerva journey, for sure. It's a huge part of it. And I think it's also just the more fun stuff to share about Minerva. So expect some very outdated travel content to be sprinkled, hopefully, throughout the rest of this year. I would like to finish all of that by the end of 2020, but we shall see how that goes, because I also have so many new ideas for things I want to be doing, and I get very sidetracked, and I'm kind of all over the place. And sometimes I just have this energy to do stuff, but then the energy goes away before I finish it. So that's what's going on with the channel. I also wanted to take a few minutes to talk about what is going on with my life since I'm graduating. Like, what happens now? I will make a video once I have figured that out, but right now I wanted to tell you guys about the what happens now, in progress, not completely under control, to be determined state that I'm currently in. So, a few things. One, financially, I'm not doing great right now because I had to buy an extra plane ticket to come home that I bought with my money, and I just recently was able to get a refund to my original return ticket because I had a round trip flight to Taiwan, but that refund went to my parents, and the money for the new plane ticket came out of my bank account, which they're helping me out. They've been helping me out a lot this year because of like this whole situation, and also because I got really sick last semester in London. So my parents have been trying to support me financially, slowly but surely, in dealing with these extra expenses. But basically, things are a bit tight right now. And I want to move out of my hometown. I want to move to LA, I think, because I want to work in media or film and television, ideally, and LA is a really great place to do that because there's all kinds of opportunities, all kinds of places where you can get your first foot in the door. So that's been my goal for the last year or so, is that I think I want to move to LA after graduation. But now I am planning to try and save up some money and also kind of wait to worry about applying for jobs until after graduation. So I have started trying to apply to a couple of jobs for the essential businesses in the area that are still working right now. I've applied to one place. If it doesn't work out, I'll apply somewhere else. I'm trying to find something part-time so that I can start to get all of my credit cards paid off and then start just hardcore saving money to be able to move and cover all of sort of the upfront expenses of moving before I can get a paycheck at a new job in a new place. Because of this, and because of how the current situation means that a lot of companies, especially entertainment, has been very affected by this. All of the major studios can't be filming right now. A lot of them have sort of stopped hiring new people at the moment. And so there's a lot of sort of delays and uncertainty about how soon the industry is going to be able to start back up, and therefore how soon I'll be able to get that kind of first job that I really want. Because of that, I haven't been going as hardcore at applying for jobs in the last month as I was originally planning to, because I feel like, first of all, my academic load is pretty light, but the fact that my classes are in the middle of the night has made it feel a lot worse. So it's just gotten a lot harder to just kind of manage my normal academic stress. And then, because of this whole situation, a lot of hiring isn't going forward, so I'm still trying to apply to things that come up that I really like, but I don't want to sort of overly stress myself out trying to put all of this extra time into it when things might not pan out right now, and I'll have much better ability to put time into it without overloading myself after graduation. So basically, I'm kind of planning to definitely be at home for at least 3 months after graduation to get my feet back under myself financially and also hopefully be able to get a job. My plan is, in order to push myself forward and to keep feeling like I'm moving towards my goals, if after 6 months I still don't have a new job offer, I think I'm still going to work to move to LA and work in the service sector in some way. So ideally, if I have some sort of part-time job that I'm doing here at home to get that cash rolling, I would try to be able to transfer within that same organization down to LA so that I'd be able to keep having that sort of source of income while being able to be more on the ground in my job search and go about it in a little bit of a different way by actually being in the place where I want to work. That's my vague post-grad plan. The cool thing about Minerva is that I'm pretty traveled out, so I wasn't really planning to travel after graduation or anything. The other thing is I'm still considering that if this drags out, if it picks back up again in the fall, which are things I've seen as possible, I might end up being home for longer, and so I'm kind of trying not to put pressure on I have to be in LA this year. It's if I can't be in LA this year, I will be in LA this year, but we're gonna roll with the punches. I've had so much want to do all kinds of other stuff, and I guess I just want to tell you guys what kind of other stuff I've been doing to try and keep myself excited about life. I have a TikTok. I'm officially a 22-year-old on TikTok, but I'm LGBTQ, so I think that makes it okay. But if you're on TikTok, you should follow me. Self-promo. I have also started trying to clean out my closet. So my family's lived in the same place my entire life, which means I've never really had to go through my belongings. And this move out, hopefully to LA, will be the first time that I really relocate my entire life. So I'm trying to get rid of some clothes, but I'm trying to do it ethically. So I've started a Depop shop, but I've only got a handful of things up on there because, yeah, I keep prioritizing other things. It's kind of back of mind, but I'm hoping to keep doing that. And then if I have a hard time getting rid of everything on there, I'm going to try and find some other way of recycling it that I feel is ethical, because I've seen some articles and stuff saying that giving to Goodwill or charity shops isn't always the best, because a lot of things still end up in landfills from there because they can't sell everything. So I just want to be informed about my choices and feel good about getting rid of my stuff. Clothes is top priority, but there's other stuff in my room I need to deal with, decide if it's worth keeping or if I'm going to get rid of it, if I'm going to recycle, donate, or if I just have to trash it. Yeah, so I've been trying to do Depop. I still have a shopping problem. The fact that I have no money kind of helps that, but I still am like tempted to buy things that are like less than $20, but then I do it like 4 times. So that's something I'm working on as well, but I'm kind of hoping that if I get a job and I'm kind of getting out of the house, it'll actually also help my mental health so that I don't feel like I need to use these questionable coping mechanisms. I'm also, if anyone cares, trying to work on my curly hair game. I've been watching videos about the curly girl method and I want to try it out, but I also want to use up the products that I have first, even though they still have silicones in them mainly, which is problematic that my shampoo doesn't have really harsh sulfates, but my conditioner has like really intense silicones. But so, my curls are actually pretty good today, not gonna lie. And so thinking about that and trying to take better care of my hair and skin has also been great. So that's my life update. That's my happy 100th video. Let's talk about what's gonna happen now that Minerva is not my whole life as of a month from now. So if there's anything about Minerva you want to know, you should definitely comment it below, because pretty soon that's not going to be the majority of my content. If there's other stuff you want to see from me about travel, about becoming a functioning adult, please also let me know. I love your input and thank you for being here with me and for watching this video. Okay, bye!